Yo, what is up guys? Paige here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day like always, and today I'm going to be going over the T-77 and the T54E2 Shark. Now both these vehicles are tier 8 American heavy tanks and they are currently in the store for 12,500 gold. So today I'm going to give you guys a quick gameplay of the two tanks, and I'm going to be letting you know if both of these tanks are a good option for you and if this bundle is going for a solid price. First of all, let's head straight into the bundle. And what do you get? First of all, you get two of the tanks obviously, and then you get the legendary camouflage for the T-77. It's called the Cannonball. It looks pretty cool, I must say. Obviously it is a legendary camouflage and isn't really worth much if you think of it, since it's just a camouflage, but it does look cool. Reds and blues, really like it. Let's move on to the second item in the bundle, and that is the Shark's legendary camouflage. And obviously it looks like a shark. Take it for a grain of salt. It's just a camouflage, and you could do without them. You get an avatar, which is also worth nothing. You get ×5 boosters, which only apply to both these vehicles, so you can only unfortunately use them on both of these vehicles. 15 of them will apply to the Shark, and another 15 of them will apply to the T-77. So you cannot use them on your tech tree vehicles, unfortunately, but I mean, that is how it goes with all of these bundles. And then finally, both of the vehicles will be fully equipped. Now, what do I think of both of these vehicles? Both tanks are actually very solid. The T-77 is probably one of the most broken tier 8 vehicles out there right now. It features a two-shot gun, somewhat like the Yo at tier 9. However, this is a tier 8 vehicle. The reload between those shells is 2.5 seconds, so not exactly like the Yo. I believe the Yo is 1.5 seconds, and so you're not going to get that Yo burst type of gun, but for 2.5 seconds, two shots at tier 8 is fantastic. You can think of the T-77 being a T-57 at tier 8. Take away the T-57's 3-shot gun and give it 2 shells instead, and reduce its alpha from 400 to 380, and it's basically the T-77. Now you might think, oh, okay, getting rid of 1 more shell and getting rid of 20 alpha, that's a lot, and you can't really compare them, but the T-57 is a tier 10 vehicle, while the T-77 is a tier 8 vehicle. And you can dump about 1,000 damage with the T-77 in 2.5 seconds. That is what makes this tank so broke. It is amazing at just dishing damage, since you can use its 10 degrees of gun depression, which is just another reason why this tank is just very, very good. Its turret armor, while not the strongest out there, it's definitely not going to compare to the Shark in any way. That 10 degrees of gun depression just means that you can pop over a hill, dump those 2 shells in 2.5 seconds, and then get back and reload your entire clip. It does take 20 seconds, about 19.47 to be exact, and for that reason, majority of your game you're going to be sitting and reloading. And if that's not what you want from a tank, then yeah, don't get the T-77, because a lot of the time you're just gonna sit. The T-77 is also quite maneuverable for what it is. Its armor is definitely not great. A lot of tanks will just butcher straight through it, but its armor you can compare like the T-57, and that's why I bring up the T-57, because a lot of the characteristics of this vehicle is somewhat like the T-57. Obviously it also looks like the T-57 at a smaller profile, and yeah, the armor profile is almost identical to the T-57. Obviously not as strong, but against its opponents at tier 8 and tier 7, it's going to do pretty well. Now this tank also has decent enough heat pen. That means that you can butter straight through enemy vehicles very easily, that you'll reliably go through a lot of the tier 9 super heavies and even heavy tanks period, but that heat pen does allow you to boost that up. If you'd like to have a look at the equipment I'm running calibrated shells, enhanced gun laying drive, vertical stabilizer, defense system, enhanced armor, toolbox, improved optics, engine accelerator, and high-end consumables. Now, the one thing I would really say you could possibly change, because this tank doesn't have the greatest amounts of armor, you can go for hit points. However, with the 4% increase to hull and turret armor, it makes you a lot stronger against tier 7 vehicles, and you won't get as bullied by tier 7 or high-pen tier 7 vehicles as easily. So take it as you will. You can change it. Obviously, this is all preference, and it really doesn't matter what you choose. They're only going to add a very, very slim addition to your vehicle. The tank can go a maximum of 35 kilometers forward and 18 in reverse. 18 in reverse is fantastic. That is just bonkers that this tank even has another addition to it that makes it broken, because an 18 reverse speed is just crazy. Moving on to the Shark, this is a fantastic tank as well. It will compare in a playstyle to the T110E5. E5 is a solid hull down vehicle. You play it hull down, you don't have the greatest amount of DPM, but the gun is very accurate and it has great pen, meaning that you can hold a position. The T54E2 Shark does the exact same thing. It holds a position, has a very solid turret, actually better tier to tier compared to the T110E5, since a lot of people are not going to pin the turret of this vehicle, that is for sure. The upper hull on this vehicle is also pretty strong. The lower plate, obviously like any other heavy tank, is quite weak. T54E2 Shark is basically a solid choice if you're someone who doesn't want to sit and wait for a clip all the time. However, it's going to be the standard vehicle out there. You're only going to have a single firing gun and does not hit that hard. It is a tier 9 gun at a tier 8. At tier 8, meaning you do have decent pen, roughly the same amount of pen that you have on the T77. On your AP rounds, you have 231 millimeters of pen, and APCR has 273. Obviously, APCR has a higher degree of penetration since you do have shell normalization on them. So you would actually have about 300 millimeters on the T54E2 Shark, and for that reason, it is a better penning vehicle. But the alpha is only 310 millimeters, so if you're not someone who likes big alpha, then you're not going to get that from the T54E2 Shark, unfortunately. So what is my overall thought on this entire bundle? Should you get it for 12,500 gold? And for once, I'm actually going to say, yes, get this entire bundle for 12,500 gold, because you're getting two fantastic hull down heavy tanks at tier 8, and they're both premium, so they're going to get you good XP and they're going to get you some good credits. So 12,500 gold, if you have it, go for it. If you don't have 12,500 gold, I don't recommend getting them on their standalone prices, since you can get both these vehicles separate and without anything, and they are bare bone. I don't really like the price of 8,500 gold for a single vehicle here. Obviously, if you bought two of them on their own with these prices, it'll be about 17,000 gold, which is just ridiculous, since you can get a tier 9 vehicle, which is also pretty broken, the Object 752, which I have done a review on that. If you'd like to go and see that, there will be a link at the top right of your screen. But that vehicle is absolutely broke, and you can get it for 15,000 gold. So yeah, if you only have enough gold for one of them for 8,500 gold, I actually don't recommend getting it. I recommend you holding onto your gold, save your gold for another bundle that comes out, because 8,500 gold for one tier 8 vehicle is not a great price. So let me know what you guys think of both these vehicles. You can let me know in the comment section below or in my Discord server. There will be a link to that in the description of this video. If you guys enjoyed this, you can leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. Hope your shots hit their marks, and I'll check you in the next one. Cheers.